Hi, I'm Mark Leruste from The Unconventionalists, and in today's video I'm going to teach you the 5 reasons why you're probably not putting out content as often as you should. Hi and welcome back to the show. If you're new to this channel, then let me begin by letting you know that every single week I release a video where I talk about what it's really like to get your message out into the world so that you can build your authority and build a tribe of raving fans. Now, today's video is a special video because it's been a while really since I've created an original video. Now, I have released a video every single week, but that was pre-recorded material. And the reason why I had pre-recorded material is that, well, 3 weeks to the day, this happened.
Sophie, say hello to the world. Welcome, Sophie.
That's right. My baby daughter was born 3 weeks ago and our world has just been turned upside down. If you're a parent and you're watching this, then you'll know what I mean, that sleep is something of the past. And if you're not a parent, then trust me when I say that it's one of the most challenging and exhilarating experiences of my life to date. And I noticed that there were 5 things getting in the way of me actually recording this video. And it made me think that actually these are the very same reasons why most of my clients, most of the people I speak with, most of the people I hear about are not putting themselves out there, are not creating their broadcasting channels, whether that's YouTube or podcasts or so forth. And I want to talk to you about the 5 biggest stoppers getting in the way. Number 1, the first thing that I've been suffering from is analysis paralysis. Now, you might have heard those words before, but really effectively what it means is that I've been kind of over-strategizing and overthinking what my content should be, what my direction should be, what my big why is. Now, those are really important questions, and every business person, every person wanting to launch a business should think about these things for sure. But I think there can be a time and a place where you've just got to stop and pull the trigger and just record. Because if you keep on analyzing and trying to get the perfect fit for your message or what have you, you may never actually start. So analysis paralysis has been a big burden of mine where I've just been trying to compare and looking at everything else, looking at what other people are doing in their channels, trying to compare and so forth. And that's not a good thing to do. So the remedy to analysis paralysis is to stop overthinking and doing like I did today, even though I didn't feel like it, and press record. The second obstacle that you're probably going to encounter is a lack of focus. Now, before I recorded today's video, there are so many different videos I wanted to do, so many different ideas I wanted to do. And that's what I realized, is that actually lack of focus is one of the biggest reasons why we don't start, why we don't even get our message out there, because there's so many different ideas, so many different paths, so many different ways we could start that as a result, we don't actually get started. So the way that I did today is actually I took a piece of paper, wrote down everything that I would have wanted to talk about with you today. And then I decided what's the most important thing. And the most important thing is for me to share with you what's been blocking me, so hopefully you can get unblocked too. So that is how you stay on track, by being focused, by picking one thing and going with that. Number 3, a challenge that I've had lately is commitment issues when it comes down to releasing an episode on the same day. I used to do that. I used to have a very regular schedule and I would stick to it religiously. And then I got a bit more relaxed and then I would just say, well, as long as it's before the Sunday at midnight, then it counts as the video in that week. The truth is, quickest way for you... Oh, hello, buddy. Can I get your ball? Trust the dog to come and see you on Hampstead Heath. God, he's back again. But here's the thing, when you actually commit to a very specific day of the week, a time of the week, and you stick to that schedule, that is the best way to make sure that you keep on creating content, and then it forces you to show up every single week. Now that's my new commitment to you, to pick a day, Wednesday, and to release a video every single week on Wednesday from now on forth. That is the fastest way to build a community or build an audience, that they know that you're going to show up every single week for them and that you're going to share some important, valuable information that will make their lives better. Number 4. Now this kind of relates to the first point, but binging content. One of the big issues I've seen that when I feel a little bit low, when I feel a little bit down, I start consuming so much content, other people's channels, other people's videos, podcasts and talks, and I'm constantly listening to something. Actually, it's my partner that made me realize this, and she was telling me, you're always listening to something, you never have any silence. How does your brain ever have time to think? And that's what I realized that we all do. And my guest Daniel Priestley, when he came on the show, and I'll put the episode below this video, he actually said that when we go into this phase of being a little bit down, a little bit uncertain and so forth about our business, about our future, we consume, when in fact we should be creating. And it's very difficult to create if you're consuming. So here's a little tip. You can use this tip. It's originally from Tim Ferriss. It's basically a low social media diet. It's the idea that you don't consume as much content as you normally would. Maybe you check your emails once a day, maybe you check social media once a day, and if you can, you go teetotal for 2 days, for example, and you see what happens, and it's amazing. I made myself the promise today to shut my laptop off, to come to the park and record this video, and you cannot consume at the same time that you're creating. It's very difficult. So if you're like me, suffering from consumption binging, stop it. Stop listening to the podcast, stop watching these videos, which is almost counterintuitive because I'm making a video. But the truth is you need to create some space and quiet in your life in order for whatever needs to be created to emerge, and then you can put it out into the world. All right, number 5, and probably the most important blockers of all, fear of looking bad. I think it comes to a point where even sometimes, let's say you have the success and you put something out and it works well, and then you're really afraid that you're not able to follow it up. Now, I had a guest, John Buchanan, came on the show, same thing, I'll put the episode below, and the first email he sent out worked phenomenally well, and I asked him if he was afraid that the subsequent emails wouldn't work, and he didn't really have that problem because he just kept on writing. And I think that's the secret, is that if you stop making it about you, and actually you make it about who you're trying to help, i.e. you watching this video, then it gets much easier to stop caring about looking bad. There's a great saying that I heard when I was training as a coach, which was, make your client more important than looking good. And I love that sentence, because what that gives you, or at least what that gives me, is permission to fail, to look bad in service of you, in service of helping someone who wants to get their message out into the world, who knows deep down that there's something more that they want to give out, that they want to make a difference, they want to have a bigger impact, but they just don't know how, or they're just getting in their own way. And my goal is to smash through those walls, because I know just how amazing life can be when you give yourself the permission to show up, speak your truth, and share your message with the world. There you have it. I hope that was helpful in some way. Let me know what's been one of your biggest blockers. What's something that's been getting in your way from preventing you from putting yourself out there, from getting your message out into the world, or from creating your own videos, or for sticking to a commitment on putting your videos out there. Let me know in the comments below. I'll reply to every single comment. And if you've got a question, if you want me to make a video about a particular topic that you know you're struggling with, let me know in the comments below, tag me, and I'll make sure to make the video next week. Until next time, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to share it with a friend and subscribe to the channel. Hit this button right here. We're gonna hit 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I know it, and I'm counting on you to help me do it. Specific day and even a time of the week, and you, no matter what happens, you are gonna release the here he comes again. All right, last one, buddy. Give me the ball. Give, stay.